After exploring what unmasking means and the ethical questions around it, we'll now focus on how to create those conditions where unmasking can happen safely, without ever expecting or requiring it. This takes what we call systemic awareness. The foundation for this condition to happen is safety. Autistic clients are more able to show their authentic selves when the environment is predictable, the sensory load is manageable, and the social demands are low. Slower pacing, clearer structure, fewer surprises, and your systemic awareness all contribute to this sense of safety. Next is our interpersonal stance. When we practice non-judgment, neutrality, and genuine curiosity, we remove the pressure to perform. ADA practices like shared silence, slow turn-taking, and suspension help create a calm, spacious relational field where the client can simply be without expectation. Authenticity emerges only when the person feels it's safe to reveal more of themselves. This means we invite, but never expect. We offer autonomy and choice, allowing the client to communicate in the way that suits them, whether it's verbally, with pauses, through AAC, that's augmented and alternative communication, or by saying very little and respecting the silence. A helpful stance is, I'm with you, rather than show me more. The aim is presence, not extraction. And throughout this process, we stay aware of our own mask. Our professionalism, confidence, or emotional composure can also act as a form of masking. When we hold these lightly, we model the authenticity and vulnerability that we're hoping to honor in the client. We bring a systemic dialogue approach to the relationship. The key point is unmasking is not an outcome to achieve. It's a possibility that may arise when the conditions are right, the relationship is safe, and the client chooses it on their terms. For autistic people, these systems can feel fragmented, fast, unpredictable, or even hostile. This could be how they're living their daily lives in an embodied sense. Many carry an extra burden of trying to adapt to each new environment. Someone who masked their way through school might still be communicating like a pupil when they first enter therapy. These kinds of transitions are difficult because each system has different expectations and speeds and rules and social norms. Trauma is also a systemic issue. Many autistic people have experienced trauma within systems, from misunderstandings, exclusion, sensory overwhelm, or being pushed to perform neurotypical behaviours. Trauma affects the body, and the body communicates through tension, shutdown, silence, confusion, or withdrawal. As practitioners, we need to recognise these systemic influences so we don't misread what we're seeing. This understanding becomes especially important when you begin hosting your own groups. By exploring systemic and embodied communication, we learn how to create safer, more predictable spaces where autistic participants don't have to carry that extra load. Perhaps the system's traumatized. Most trauma occurs in relationships, in moments where safety, attunement, or understanding were missing. Because trauma is relational, healing must also happen in a relationship. This is where the idea of constellations is helpful. Constellations are the relational patterns we're part of: family, school, services, workplace. These patterns influence how people show up with us, how much they trust, how much they reveal, how much they mask, and how safe they feel. Autistic people thrive on consistency and transparency because these qualities soothe the nervous system and reduce the sense of relational or systemic threat. To support healing, we share our plans openly, explain what we're doing, and check in about how things feel. We don't hide things, rush ahead, or pretend everything is fine. If there's difficulty or difference, we bring these gently into the dialogue with humility, curiosity, and non-judgment. Remember, the relational space is co-created. Your nervous system, your clarity, your honesty, all of this contributes to the client's sense of safety. If a client senses that you're holding back or not being fully congruent, it can recreate the same feelings of deprivation or uncertainty that they've experienced in past systems. By understanding systems and relational trauma, we create therapeutic conditions where autistic people can experience something different: consistency, predictability, and genuine relational safety.